Well, welcome to Wisconsin Tailgating with Mad Dog and Merrill. I'll be Mad Dog.
Hey, I'll be Merrill, everybody.
And we are in Middleton, Wisconsin. We are at Capital Brewery, and they have been founded in 1984.
Yes.
And they got quite a diversified number of brews, and we're going to learn a little bit more about those brews in a little bit. And we're going to grill with them, and what better?
Hey.
Marriage.
I like it.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Mad Dog and Merrill's Wisconsin Tailgating.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by All Natural Golden Plump Chicken, Cherry Delight, and by Crisp Kraut Sauerkraut.
Well, welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Wisconsin Tailgating, or Tailgating with Mad Dog and Merrill Wisconsin style. It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. We're tailgating right here at Capital Brew.
We are. Let me feel those muscles, Corey.
Oh, yeah, I'm holding up that
six
pack of 16 ounce.
I
Yes.
save every morning.
Curls.
I just start out with two of those babies and cross back and forth and up, down, up, down.
We are at Capital Brewery in Middleton, Wisconsin. You can visit them. What are the hours here for people? There's people mingling around, having a great time, drinking some brews.
Yeah, normally we open the beer garden at 4 o'clock every day, except for Mondays. We're closed on Mondays. And then on weekends we open at noon.
Okay.
So you can enjoy them a little earlier on the weekends.
Corey is Vice President in charge of sales.
Yep.
So you know your brews
I
from
do.
Capital.
I do.
And,
yes.
and where's Capital Beer sold at so people can look for it?
We're sold at every major grocery store and liquor store in the state of Wisconsin for sure, and many in Illinois, Minnesota, and Iowa also.
Great.
So we're pretty widely distributed.
And a proud thing that they can say that most beers can't say is actually Corey's holding a 16 ounce of the classic.
The amber, yep.
And tell us a little bit about the 16 ouncer.
Well, we're making these today actually, and the reason we're doing that is because
we're here and I got to take that home.
Exactly,
with me.
exactly.
You're a good man. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The first home game for Packers at Lambeau Field is coming up next week, and we have these in Lambeau Field for the first time, so people can enjoy a nice cold Wisconsin amber while they're watching the Packers play the Jets
and I must
on
say
Sunday.
Fresh too.
Yes,
absolutely.
very fresh. Yes.
Fresher than that.
Well, we're going to jump in. We'll talk a little bit about the beers. We'll talk about the brewery. We'll talk about some of the awards you won in 2013. But here's a nice little pan of mussels. We love doing mussels on the grill. A lot of times we'll use the W word, wine.
Yes.
But a lot of times we use beer. And today we're doing an IPA, and it's the capsized.
It's an Imperial IPA. It's higher in alcohol. It's very high in IBUs, so there's a lot of flavor in that beer.
I bet
So
there
that'll
is.
come through those mussels very nicely.
Boy, they're going to love them mussels.
So we're going to pour a little bit of the IPA in there, and we're going to top that. And I've got jarred garlic today, and this is actually the paste, and that's going to add a whole slew of flavor to that,
man,
baby.
you
Let
got
me
to
tell
go
you
for
that.
the jarred garlic.
So we're infusing with Capital Beer today. These are sun-dried tomatoes.
I'll be darned.
So
I can take that, but yeah, that's great.
I'm going to add some sun-dried tomatoes. So this is all experimentation. This is what it's all about.
Yeah. Okay.
The brewmaster Brian.
Yeah.
If it weren't for experimenting, you wouldn't have.
We wouldn't have 24 beers on tap here right now.
That's true.
And we love it. We
That's
love
right.
it.
A little bit of onion over the top of that. A little bit of butter. We're going to throw that butter right over the top
You
of
got
that.
to have the butter.
Now I'm going to seal that up, and we're going to let those bubble with the IPA, the capsized IPA, and we're going to let those bubble for about 25 minutes.
All right.
We want them nice and infused.
Yeah,
We
you
want
do.
the
I mean,
flavor
people,
gone.
you want a little chew on those. A lot of people say, they like the 6 to 8 if they're fresh. We have to admit these are frozen mussels that we use.
Okay.
You get them in the department store. They're fantastic grocery store.
So 24 brews on tap?
On tap right now here at the beer garden. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
We got a lot of them. So.
And do you have little samplers for folks?
Yes, we do. You can purchase a little paddle of samplers that you can
Yeah.
try 7 different ones at a time if you want to.
You can get paddled and it can't even be your birthday.
Exactly.
And you know what's really great about this place here is when you just look around, everybody's just sitting back, relaxing.
Yep.
Different conversations going on, a birthday party going on
Yep.
over there, Got the band coming up a little bit later on. It's great.
There's an 86-year-old. He's still over there
Yep.
drinking his.
Larry's there having a beer after he gets up from his nap. He's retired.
From here they don't say, but he just looks relaxed and he's a happy camper.
He is.
That's
No, is
for
that,
sure.
is that an apple I see on there?
Yes, it is. That is an apple Doppelbock.
Oh.
So we came out with that last year, and what we did this year with that, we have the apple Doppelbock in the bottle, but what we did with that in kegs this year is we aged it in brandy barrels. So we did a
Interesting.
different
Now,
version
the
of that.
taste, I have not had that. What is it? Is it anywhere close to like a cider at all?
It is not, because
Okay,
the
that's
Doppelbock,
what I-
the real malt
Right,
flavor
very
comes
malt
out.
malty,
But
okay.
there is a nice apple overtone to that. So
Very
and it's
interesting.
higher in alcohol, so
Yeah.
you get that flavor too. So
Yeah.
then when you age them in a brandy barrel, you have a party in your mouth.
The theme is red and white, by the way.
Yes.
Just so
Okay.
you know, we're talking Wisconsin tailgating.
Nice.
And sauerkraut is a great fan here in Wisconsin, but we have a little bit of
The Severin.
Savarin, Sriracha.
Sriracha, yeah. You talk about something with a little kick?
Yeah.
That doesn't have that, but that has been
Do you like
fermented.
sauerkraut?
I love sauerkraut.
Grab a little piece. Honest
Yeah.
to goodness, it's sauerkraut and red chili
I will too.
peppers. Just spicy. They're just
Yes.
phenomenal. And we're gonna mix the red and the white together. So we got the white kraut.
Very nice.
I took some wonderful Wisconsin bratwurst, and all we simply did, we split those open. Those are pre-cooked brats I bought. I'm gonna lose this IPA, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
damn food. Well, go ahead. At least he'd be sleeping. I won't have to talk to you. On the way home. and Corey, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pack that kraut with the white onions in there, and we're gonna wrap those with a bacon.
Oh, nice.
And we're gonna serve that up with a little bit of good old-fashioned Capital Brew. And so we're gonna take our picks and we're gonna skewer that through the center. Now that's a good spicy sauerkraut, the good rich bacon, the bratwurst, and a little bit of the white onion in there. And I'm gonna wrap all these little krauters up in that bacon, and we're gonna put those on the grill. I prefer indirect for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
But if you do them direct, a lower heat and kind of move them around very easily so you don't have the bacon sticking to the grates of the grill.
Yep.
But they should come out really
There's kind of
wonderful.
a nice kick to that with that sriracha sauerkraut.
It's going to wonderful too.
Very
So
good,
I'm going to
very
finish doing these. Meryl's going to do a little what he's full of. Corey, can you imagine what that is? No, wait, before you say anything.
I've been full of it for years, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
let me
We're
say the
talking
word-
about bologna.
Bologna.
All right. Not bologna. You know, a lot of people different ways to do it. And here, we're actually going to be boiling the bologna. But very simple. Here we got some nice bologna. It's in the casing. Leave it right in the casing. Along with that bologna, I got some kielbasa I'm going to put in here also.
Awesome.
All right. Now, actually, for our flavors that we're going to have, we got some potatoes, some good old red potatoes, and some onions. And this just adds flavor to this, which is really good. Is
Are
that
you a grillologist?
I love grilling.
Yeah,
I love
you
grilling.
look like a grill.
But you know what? I'm learning a lot here today.
No.
Are you a gas or a charcoal man, Corey?
I do both, actually.
All right.
At certain things, I like the gas, but I do like a lot over charcoal, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly
I mean, you're
right.
seeing that a lot of people are going with having the gas during the week, doing the charcoal on the weekends.
Yep.
Gas a little more quicker.
Yep.
And we're sort of both actually the same way. I'm
Yep.
more of the charcoal diehard. Mad Dog has the gas.
Hey, can I just ask one more question before it slips my mind? During a home game here in the Madison area,
Yes.
are you folks available?
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
We-
Are you
we-
open is what I'm trying to say without having to say no.
Yes, we are open.
Yeah,
Here,
for the Madison game.
correct.
So they can come how many hours before a game and how many hours after?
We open at noon on Saturdays.
Okay.
So if it's 11 o'clock game, we won't be able to see kickoff,
All right.
but we do open at noon.
Yep.
Okay.
So the later games, of course, we're open for the whole game.
Oh, great
so
place to come
That's
in.
all
Yeah.
I want to know. Exactly.
All right,
right.
explain the Whistling Woodies here.
well, Whistling Woodies, it's our white IPA.
Right.
And we made it this particular brand especially for Ducks Unlimited. It's a fundraiser for them, for the local Middleton chapter. We're experimenting with a few things with our friends at Ducks Unlimited. We like to support the conservation causes, and so we made that for them, and we actually sold out of it so quickly we had to make a second batch for them.
Oh, all right.
So, but it's a great white IPA. It's got some wheat character,
Oh, boy.
some hop character to it. It's a very easy drinking summertime beer. So
And are you also into the passenger pigeons for tomorrow?
well, the passenger pigeon people were here
The
yesterday.
white-tailed passenger pigeons? Are they really?
Yes, they were. We just introduced that yesterday for those folks.
Really?
Yep. And
Caught
they had,
them off guard. I
they,
like
they had a
that.
big party here. It's commemorating the 100th year of the passenger pigeon being extinct. So they're doing some awareness, and then there's an art exhibit up in Wausau around the passenger pigeon
Really?
that they're featuring that beer at. So they're
That is
very proud
interesting.
of.
And that art exhibit for how long?
I believe it's up there for 6 months.
Okay.
And one of the shows up in Wausau.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Wow.
And what type of beer is it?
That's also an IPA.
A lot of IPAs, a little bit higher in alcohol.
Yes, it is, and IPAs are very popular with the younger group right now.
They are, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and you can sip on it.
Yep.
Everything in moderation.
They're made for sipping, for sure.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about this.
Okay,
Bubba.
that's my favorite one that we make right now.
Yeah.
It's a chocolate habanero stout. Brian made it for the winter. It just warms you. It's very, and again, 10 ounces, sip it.
Yeah.
Because it's about 10% alcohol.
Yeah.
But it's just one of my favorite beers. And talk about a beer to cook with. Oh my gosh, chocolate habanero stout gives you a lot of different options to put
Chilies?
it in. Oh yeah.
Venison chili?
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh man.
Yep. So very good stuff.
Let me just finish the show right now.
Well,
I'd go up to taste some of those 24 beers.
Go ahead. Have you ever done pizza on the grill?
I have not.
Pizza stone's a great way to do it. When you're tailgating for the big game, the red and white game, when you're tailgating, take a pizza stone, take some frozen pizzas with you. This can go on any fire. So charcoal or gas.
Oh, wow.
Direct method of cooking, just enough to heat it up. I got stuff all over me. So
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
looking
hand that
good.
to
You're
Meryl.
looking good.
But what we're gonna do is, I love pizzas on the grill. We're gonna take our little salsa maker, and that's jalapeno in there with onions and sweet peppers. And all we're simply gonna do is, and I love doing pizzas, and there's ways to top them before and there's ways to top them after. And I'm just gonna make a little bit of a hot salsa with that with the jalapenos in there. It's not habaneros today. But it seems to be the theme today is hot. And that's
Hot,
very
yes.
Oh.
So I'm gonna take my frozen pizza and I'm gonna put that fresh salsa right over the top of that baby.
Oh,
Add a little
that's gonna
fresh
be good.
grated cheese over the top.
Nice.
We're gonna get our pizza stone during this break preheated. And we're gonna put that pizza on there and we'll show you a pizza that's done to perfection. Website?
CapitalBrewery.com, and capital's with an AL.
It's right there, don't worry, it's right there. It's right there, Corey.
Perfect.
Well, happy sales.
All right.
Thank you,
Hey,
bud.
thank you guys. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Mad Dog and Merrill's Wisconsin Tailgate. Well, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Wisconsin Tailgating. And I'll tell you what, we've got a treat for you this little segment here. I've got some wonderful chicken breasts that I've done up on the grill. And I cooked them, actually. I didn't have more room for our little tailgate.
Yeah, I
here.
hear you. We're running
our
out of
little Napoleon travel cube. But we're gonna brown these babies up a little bit. And I'll tell you what I did. I took a little bit of the Supper Club.
Okay.
Supper Club brew. And I'm brewing that away in place of water. And I'm gonna make a beautiful stuffing. It's a sage stuffing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some fresh sage and I'm gonna make some quick little slices. We don't need much. This stuff's pretty potent.
But that beer is really going to add the flavor to the stuffing.
Isn't that the
Definitely
truth?
done that before. It's really got a good
So
flavor
I'm going to add the
it.
sage in there. Of course, we're tailgating Wisconsin style, so it's red and white all the way. And actually, the university here in town helped develop these two great products, Rapid Red and Rapid Whey. And this one here is full of protein. It's absolutely delicious for you, to get you going for us older folks, and for the
Mature. Older.
and for the athletes that are involved. And this one here is for rapid recovery afterwards. It's a nice tart cherry. It's called Rapid Red, and it's developed at the university here in Wisconsin. Those are great products there, but they also have a wonderful little performance pack, and it's Cherry Delight. Our good friends at Forestville, Cherry Delight, have a performance pack with cashews, soy nuts, almonds, cranberries, and cherries in there. And I'm just going to take a handful of that and just toss those inside my stuffing, because the nuts and the berries are going to be really good in there. And this is just a normal little box stuffing here, but we've got the Supper Club brew in there from our good friends at Capital. And I'm going to see what we're at here. And I've got butter in there too, by the way. And I'm just going to mix that all around and just see where I'm at. I'm going to do a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Not much. And I'm going to let that sit a little bit. I love making stuffing.
I knew it.
But just all of a sudden,
just a little bit more.
all of a sudden though, I'll tell you what, Merrill's going to do his little potato wedges. I'm going to keep stirring mine.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
It's going to be delicious though.
Yeah, you know, so many different things that you can do with good old Wisconsin potatoes and everything. We got some huge bakers here that we've already baked before. This is what's good if you have something for leftovers. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to quarter these, but give you an idea of different things that you can do with potatoes. You could take regular raw potatoes, cut them lengthwise. There again, use a little bit of our Italian harvest, and then grill those directly over the heat. Grill them about 5 to 6 minutes each side, maybe top it with Parmesan cheese if you like. But here I'm going to go a very simple way of doing that. Oh, you're going to You look younger already.
It's a good protein.
All right. I'm going to quarter these potatoes. This would really go good with the chicken. This is really great for on steaks, to be honest with you. I really like that. But I'm going to quarter these. Now what I'm going to do is, you could use oil if you like to. I'm using our Italian Harvest marinade, just to give you an idea. Let me open this up here. And I'm going to brush this. Now if you want to, you can do this in a bowl, but I'm not going to do this in a bowl at all. I'm going to place this just right on top. Look at that. Wait, oh, thank you, sir. You're a good man. You are a good man. All right. Red and white.
Red and white.
Red and white. So we got some white. We got some
Wisconsin
Parmesan.
way.
You got it. Got some Parmesan cheese. Now, you know what? You can do these separately if you want to, but not me. I'm going to mix the red and the white together. Here I've got a little bit of pepper. You can use cumin if you like to. Even you can mix some things up with a little cayenne. Mix it all about. That's really good. The flavor on this is really great. And you're going to just roll these potatoes right in here. Roll them up. They're just colorful on each side. You want to really get the Parmesan on there because this will make a really good crust. And I like doing these for a good 30 to 40 minutes. These are already pre-cooked already, but you really want to coat these very, very good. You see how I got that coated? That's exactly how you want to do that at home on each side on there, but coat it real heavily. The flavor is great. Parmesan cheese on there. You got your little red, you got a little white.
Something went wrong, they look good.
Yeah, I did something wrong. Coat them real thick, very thick on that. Place them on the grill. Indirect method of grilling. I like going 30, 40 minutes. Will come out absolutely fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you what, here's our nice little golden plum chicken breast, and our stuffing turned out just absolutely wonderful.
You did good.
And it's got the red and white, it's got the nice little performance package, all the nice cashews in there, and those wonderful cherries and the cranberries, and it looks just absolutely
Oh, there again, you know, we talk about aroma all the time. We got the aroma here. We got the grills going. We got the spuds going. We got the chicken going.
We got to stop this segment. You know why?
Why?
Because the mussels are looking good.
All right, good,
Those
good.
bacon wraps are looking good. And you guys got to stay tuned because we're going to show you the finished product in just a moment from Capital Brewery in Middleton, Wisconsin. Well, Mad Dog and Merrill here. This is Wisconsin tailgating at its finest. We are at Capital Brewery, Middleton, Wisconsin. We suggest it to you the next time you're in the Madison area to get to Middleton.
Yes, that's
Capital
for sure.
Brewery. Let's take a little unveiling. Look at this thing.
Okay, I'm hungry. Oh.
I'm telling you, these are those little, the sauerkraut with the rolled up bacon and the nice bratwurst when Corey was out here that we created and he helped us do. And then we put those on the grill indirect for about a half hour just while we were filming this show. And those turned out just absolutely delicious.
That is great, sir.
And this is one of my favorite. Why don't you go grab the pizza and I'll show off the mushrooms.
All right, you can show them
the mussels.
The pizza.
Look at those babies just bubbling away. Can you see them bubbling? Can you see them bubbling? They are just phenomenal. And mussels on the grill, soaked in a little bit of Capital Brew. And this is that white IPA. Oh man, there's the way you eat a mussel right there. You pop that baby open. Oh, where'd it go?
You lost it. Oh, those are just, aren't those to die for? Ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you something back on the mussels here. A lot of people never tried mussels before. I always say they're going to love them or hate them, but you know what? You're going to love them because they're just fantastic. They really...
That IPA, the sun-dried tomatoes, the onions.
One more. I'll show
There's pizza over there. Take a gander at that pizza.
Pizza, mussels, man.
Hey, the pizza, we doctored up.
Good for them.
I got a pizza cutter someplace. We'll get to that in just a minute or two.
all right.
The pizza that we doctored up with that homemade salsa, the jalapeno salsa over the top, a little extra cheese. That looks like it's...
Good job,
you want one
sir.
more mussel?
One more mussel.
Okay, here we
Boy,
go.
that and the Capital beer.
Oh, wouldn't that be
brats
delish?
with the sriracha sauerkraut in there, wrapped in bacon.
Oh, you know
That's
what?
fantastic.
Maybe just nothing but the mussels and a beer.
Oh, I'll go for that pizza too, you know.
Oh, the pizza looks good
This
too.
is very good.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're at Lambeau Field, remember the Amber. When you're in Middleton, Wisconsin, remember the Capital Brewery.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've had a great time here in Middleton, Wisconsin, Capital Brewery. The pizza's hot. It's a great little family atmosphere here. You know, finally we turn around, we see families having picnics, you can bring your own little picnic lunch in here. Grab the adults can have a Brewhan, the kids can have a nice little soda. And what a great little event.
It is. I mean, everybody's just relaxing, having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
I'm
The
having a
mussels are good, the
wonderful
brats
time
are
here.
good, the beer is good. We're looking forward to every little thing here.
Yep. Pizza was absolutely great.
Pizza's
So,
good.
you know,
I gotta
sit-
try it first.
I know.
You keep talking for about 10 more seconds.
I could do that, you know, just sit back, you know what's really good, we're at the end of the show. Time for me to go ahead and grab a Capital Brew. Happy grilling, everybody. Take
Keep
care.
talking,
Bye-bye.
keep talking.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.